your host, Kamille Smith. Whoa, look at this, guys. Can I toot my own horn? I'm on time. I'm ready, like Freddy, and I'm hyped up. It's a new day. It's a rainy day in Toronto. I know, like in other parts of the North America, it is rainy. So you know what? Let me know where you guys are at because I'm curious to know who's also experiencing this wild weather with this rain to the point where I feel like it's a hurricane season and things. Not like Melissa, but bad enough, you know? So yeah. I'm hyped. Like I promised last week, I was going to talk about investing, but I actually wanted to talk about investing in a different way. I wanna talk about it in a way for the folks that haven't yet um started investing, or they've been the you started investing and you fell off and stuff. I'm talking to Uno. You see it, right? But first things first, don't be nervous. This is not with me attacking anyone, I promise. This is just, I want to help you guys realize why you should invest, right? And hello, Mini on Cam. She's already here. Burp, 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 burp. What are you cooking? What are we cooking today? I would love for you to Uber Eats it, if anything, but no, I'm joking. Um, so yeah, like ideally, when it comes to investing, I find that like there's either a lot of people that are delaying it, or there's a lot of people that are just avoiding it in general. And I'm really trying to speak to those folks that are beef stuff fried with, well, stir fry. I'm assuming stir fry with noodles. Okay. Don't eat red meat. I'm gonna tell you a fun fact later on. But yeah, I just want to talk to the folks that are like more delayed or avoiding investments, and trying to give you guys that nice tough love on why you should start doing it. Okay, because at the end of the day, like the way the economy is going and things, me don't know, star. Me don't know how it's gonna be, because it just seems like, and be mindful about this. The folks that have missed out or been delaying their investments, you really see a ding when you look at how the market has been in the last couple of years, right? Baby, don't you worry. I'm gonna show you guys like certain stocks that I have and ETFs that have how they've been in the last 5 years. And remember, I've been investing since 2018. Am I a guru? No. However, I still want to like provide that information for you guys, so like plain Jane like me, or plain Cam like myself, is actually trying to help you and just push you through to start. If you paused because you can't afford it, let's find a way that you can actually budget just a little bit to start investing, because trust me when I tell you, you're gonna love it. I guarantee. And many on what did you say? um some of them avoid it so long they miss out on government matches. Yeah, especially like if you're talking about RDSP or RESP, for sure. And I'm don't worry, Mini on Cam. Whenever I see you or think about you, I literally think of how to incorporate those stuff. And for my folks that have kids, I always try to see how I can encourage you guys to think about that for your kids, because anyone that has children, um you are missing out on the government at least giving you 20%. of money, right? With matching. So let's say at least 2,500 that you put into your RESP for your children, you can at least get 20% back. I don't know about you, but ooh, like free money. I do. And Mini on Cam, correct me with the RDSP. What's the match for the, folks with RDSP? Because I don't want to say it wrong, and you are the guru when it comes to that. So I don't want to miss um what's the word? Misguide anyone with that, right? So please, by all means, put it in the chat and all that good stuff, right? However, like I said, I want to help. Oh no, I want to help you. How do we help each other? I think with helping each other, able to see why people are afraid to what happens when you're afraid of doing that. Actually, darn it. Ooh, I hate Globe and Mail sometimes because you have to switch off the thing. I'm gonna see if I can switch it off. Hold on, because I actually want to show you guys this. I was debating whether I wanted to do the Globe and Mail, but Globe and Mail has some nice things. So basically, I'm gonna tell you this way: for anyone that's actually saving, cool, great. You are on that stepping stone of having an emergency fund, being able to save for a rainy day, think about your retirement or just long-term type of things. But I really want to show you guys why it's better to eventually, when you're comfortable, graduate from savings to investing. Okay? So Global Mail, you know me, I love sharing. Do I want to share the screen? Mini Cam, don't worry. I'm about to post your stuff. Oh, okay. So this, I'm gonna do it like this, guys. I always, I always, I always change my mind each and every time. I don't know why I do this. So here's a couple reasons why savings isn't as beneficial than investing. And I think some of us will know the reason. And the first one is that bum ass. I was told not to swear too much today. That bum ass inflation. Jeez, golly. Inflation is kicking our arse these days, right? So right now, the inflation is 3.3%, right? Cool. I want you guys to put in the chat what's the percentage that you're getting from your savings account? Let me know. And for my Americanos, you guys can say it too. What percentage in your savings account do you receive? Is it 1%? Is it 2%? Or is it more than 3.3%? If your savings is more than 3.3%, perfect. You are in a better position because we want to overtake the inflation overall, right? Because remember, $1,000 today is not going to be worth $1,000 a year from now, right? So we want to think of it that way. Or the $1,000 that you had a year ago definitely is not going to be the same value as today, right? So we want to be able to be mindful about that, and just our our goal is to beat inflation. When it comes to investing, you ideally want to beat inflation. Um, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm not gonna say all my investments have, but most of my investments has beaten the inflation. So boom, bam, bam, right? So actually, I want to see in the chat who put in the chat. What's your percentage? I have interest rate. I have 20. I have many interest rate. Tell me one of them. Mini on Cam, tell me one of them. What is one of the interest rates? Because watch, I could show you. ratehub.ca. So for savings, banking, compare all savings account. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. You did say you're cooking. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. You did say that. So Neo Financials is 3%. So inflation is beating it. Oak Oaken Oaken Financial is 2.8. So inflation's beating it. EQ Bank is 2.75. Inflation's beating it, right? Is this better than some of them? Yes. Because trust me, let's see. I'm seeing 2.5, 2.8. That's so interesting. What else? Simply Simply is 0.30. Golly Bob. Like that's bad. Um mm, mm, mm. Like, put it this way. If you were to put $5,000 into your Simply, and I'm not dogging Simply like overall, because big up Simply, because sometimes I have Simply. But imagine having $5,000 balance in your savings account. You're only getting $104 in your first year. That is ugh. I'm so disappointed in Simply with that. Okay, so Echo second highest. Let's see. Plus, many of them run a promotion, and then people switch their account for their promotion and switch back for another promotion. Yes, because most of those things only last for like the first, like Simply saying the first. My bad, I was not reading it correctly. So the promo rate for Simply is 4.6, right? For the first 150 days. But then after that, it's 0.30. You see how I'm trying to reel you in and stuff. But you have to be mindful about that, because these promo costs, it's so bad. Tangerine used to be sweet up. I remember back in the day when Tangerine used to be called ING Direct. I want to say, man, was it the same time when they just opened up TFSAs? I want to say maybe around that, like 2009. They were doing 3%, and oh my gosh, it was so sweet. Now Tangerine, it's the first 150 days, again, is 4.5%, and then they go back to their regular rate of 0.30. That just means a lot of people are just finding those deals and stuff, like Minion Cam was mentioning, right? Which is wild. Oh, it upsets my soul. But yeah, most of these savings is less than 1%. So you ideally want to make sure that, yes, as good as it is to save for a rainy day and stuff, that's not your end all be all, right? You want to eventually graduate to investing. Point blank period, right? So the next thing is the as I just mentioned, if you just saw what I was talking about, these high yield rates are not guaranteed for like a long period of time. That's the one thing that I don't like, is that these high yield rates are only lasting for like a couple months, and then once they've reeled you in with the promotions, it goes lower. And then you really realize, you're like, damn, is this really beneficial when it's like less than 1%? And I explained that already, so I'm not gonna like harper on that. Oh, speaking of that, big up my Gemini friends and family. It is Gemini season. Um, sidebar, sidebar, but also, um, let's see, what is this one? Easy access can mean easy spending. Yes. So the one thing about investing, and it depends, because I know like Americans, they have like that money. What's that one? Money. Like a cash account, so, or money mart type of thing, and not like, golly, let me make sure I say it correctly, because I don't want to, or the CD, certificate of deposits. So you have different types of access when you have the savings account, right? You could take out that money here, you could go in and out and all that good stuff. When you're actually investing, it takes a little bit longer to access that money. And when I say it takes a little bit longer, I was like 2-3 business days, or 3 to 5 business days, when you've actually liquidated some of your stocks or ETFs, right? So you want to think about that. Um the other one, I thought there was only 3. My bad. Is you could actually earn more money elsewhere. Obviously, that's why we're talking about that. The investments. Okay, so this is the example. So you see how I was mentioning that inflation is 3.3, right? Most promotional rates is about we saw like 3%. I'm gonna say 3% approximately. So let me show you the S&P 500, and that's the one thing that I always talk about, because that's my that's my call booting, out of like my other ones. Shout outs POU or AMD. Listen, I'm still mad about AMD. When I say I'm still mad, I'm hurt. I'm hurt that I wasn't able to get more. So let me see. I'm gonna share my screen, because I'm really trying to show you guys, and remember, we're probably in an all-time high for most of these things. So I don't want you to like say, "Oh, Camille's telling me to get it now." Do your research. Do your research first. I don't want to say time the market, but if you decide to just rock with it and then just say like, "Oh, you're going to get this ETF, like this one right here," then you're going to want to be really strict with dollar cost average. And this is for the folks that love to delay. Remember, I was talking to you guys too, because you're just like, "Ugh, I don't know if I should still, go into this." So boom. Again, if you look at this, that one day, yes, it doesn't look like shit's happening. However, jeez, look at that. A month, it's been up 5%, right? This is within a month's time. Where do you know that you can increase something like by 5%? Does it go down? Yes. And before this is only for educational purposes only. I am not telling you to get this unless you've done your due diligence and done your research. Okay? Okay. No one's gonna come blame me, so. However, the S&P 500 is one of your safest routes. So if you say something, meh, I'm cool with that. Let me rephrase that. If you decide to get the S&P 500, I'm okay with that, because more times, and I'm going to show you that when we look outwards, or we expand the years, you're going to see that it's so much better, right? So then we have 6 months, 11%. In 6 months, 11% increase, right? Year to date, it's 9%, which is not bad. I think that's okay. That is decent. It's better than 3% from the savings, right? And yes, I'm going to stress this so many times. There is going to be point or times when it does go back down. trust me, do not do what I did for certain stocks. I always had, and this is like one lesson that I wanted to kick myself in the butt, is not doing dollar cost average. So as of late, I have been doing dollar cost average. I'm just like, yo, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm just gonna keep adding money regardless. I remember, guys, I had a challenge, which the challenge is still going. So if you guys do want to join that challenge, with the dividends, so dividends, passive income, however you want to say it, please join me. Join the Discord. I'll post it afterwards. But I want to show you guys the difference with year to date, and then like look, 1 year ago. Ooh, I thought you guys were gonna see all my tabs. So 1 year ago, 28%. So boom, I want you guys. I'm gonna be talking about the rule of 72. So 72 divided by 28, 80. Yo, I'm imagine every 2.5 years your money doubles. Doubles every 2.5%. Is this guaranteed all the time? No, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but the history shows, right, that it's gonna go up, ideally in a perfect world, most times. 5 years, oh wait, 79.89. So if you got this 5 years ago, you'd be nice, because guess what? Your money would have doubled already in the every every 5.8, think about 12 months. Oop, I ain't gonna show around you guys. Every 9, I'll say 10 months, it would be doubling up, right? Doubling. Like, where can you get that? Hmm? And then look, even if we look at the max, so say you got it in 2013. Yes, I know there's some people gonna be like, well, how was I supposed to know, Cam? Fine, you weren't aware about it in 2013, but now you're aware of it now. And yes, is it at its high peak right now? Yes. Would I get it at this very moment? It depends. If you really know that this is going to be something long term for you, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do dollar cost average, right? At the end of the day, you're doing dollar cost average. Say it with me, dollar cost average. Boom, bam, bam. Right? So, oh, and then I'll even show you a next sweet up thing. So, actually, let me put in the chat. Which stock do you want to see? Oh, sorry, I stopped looking at the chat. I am so sorry. Hold on. Yeah. When Tangerine was ING Direct, their account was savings only, no point of sale. And then they wanted to lock you into GICs for 5 to 10 years. That's how I feel about GICs, but that's only me. That is only me, folks. Money market. Thank you. Bianca. Money market accounts. We have them here. Sometimes I forget, you know. So much things on my mind. Sometimes I forget. Tangerine, simple, I'm guessing, offer money market now. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, but they're and yeah, man, that new Canadian law, both finance influencers, we are here for educational purposes only and entertainment value, sharing our own personal journey as a testimony to investing. Absolutely. I am not telling you guys to get these. I'm just telling you what I've had and what works for me. I'll tell you my other baby. And I talk about this all the time. Actually, no. Put it in the chat. What do you wanna? Which stock have you heard that you wanna double check? Because I could show it to you as well, just to show you guys how important it is to use Google Finance. I like using Google Finance. I like using TradingView and all that good stuff. So let me know in the chat what you want to read, or what do you want me to read and stuff, right? Or which stock do you want to discover more about like how well it's doing in the market in the last um year, 5 years, year to date and all that good stuff, right? Let me know because sorry, I almost started singing the song. But no, honestly, this is why it is more important to invest instead of just saving. So I will always say save, save, save. Once you get the habit of saving, then you want to graduate into investing and having that habit of investing ever so often, whether it's like $50, $100, $200, $400, you name it. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your budget, whatever you are able to manage and not deflect on your goals, right? Let's see. I feel like, well, I'll just wait for someone that wants to talk about it after. Mini on cam, give me a second because I know there's a part that I missed on yours, but it's okay. So I guess did I talk about why people don't start? Actually, that is the next segment. What is this? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I finish with the Globe and Mail because I was just talking about the downsize. Ooh. I'm not gonna cuss this week. I'm not gonna cuss out this much. You have to pay taxes on the interest. This is one battle that I was fighting so hard when I was during tax season. It bothered me when I saw if I saw $100, it didn't bother me as much. Like $100 interest, it bothered me when I saw it at like 500 and more because I feel like that's going to be crucial for certain people when it comes to their taxes, right? So I definitely like you have to pay tax on that shit. On that stuff. Sorry. Oh yes, Mignon Cab says she doesn't invest in individual stocks. I invest in mutual funds. I like ETFs personally better, which I look at my funds every 6 to 12 months. Like right now, because I'm not eligible for the disability tax credit, I'm not adding funds to continue to my disability savings plan because you need the active disability tax credit to invest in the registered. Hi, hello, hi. You need to renew your thing there. All right? Talking to you. You need to renew it. Okay. Yeah, I personally like and I know there's gonna be some people that's gonna like wanna cuss me out and say, no, mutual funds, mutual funds. Mutual funds were good when or were ideal. I'll say that word. Ideal when it was back in the day and it was more active financial advisors are giving you mutual funds. However, I started, and this is just me because I'm more of a passive individual that I like ETFs because they do cost less than the other ones, and the ETF MER. Let me make sure. You know, I'm gonna have to. Someone's gonna be like, Cam, if you don't say what that means. I will. Oh, management expense ratio, right? The management expense ratio is less when it's an ETF than a mutual fund or index as well. Same. So I personally would say save some of your coins, and let's get into that. Right? Let's see what you write. Well on. Oh dear, it's not up to me. Fair enough. Touche. I understand that. People have no clue the challenge of getting the DTC, then opening the RDSP before you age out of the investment opportunity. True, because I believe the age is 64, 65. So you want to make sure that you're able to maximize on that. And I still haven't even shown from before. Hold on. I want to do that because I don't want anyone to miss out on that. The RDSP and the RESP and billions of dollars are not given out because people are not using it. Again, folks, anyone that has a disability, whether it's visible or not, non-visible, and you have the DTC, the disability tax credit, please get an RDSP, right? Also for folks that have children, please get that RESP, right? Again, this is not stock advice. It's us share your personal journeys. Yep, I feel like I said. Oh yeah. RDSP says disability clearly. People mix it up with RSPs. Yes. I see that. That's why I like to stress about it. In this topic because a lot of people don't know about it, right? 9200 per child. I asked my doctor if she is using. Hmm. Yes, I want to say 92 if you are have a certain income because they give you a boost with the 9200, but I think it's I want to say 72 7500, and I can reconfirm like this. Contribution limit, boom. So 25, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The lifetime grant limit is the maximum lifetime CESG per child is 7,200. There is a catch-up rule. Wait, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to say it all and not leave anything out because I don't want someone to come after me and say, oh, no, Kamille, that's not how it goes. I'm going to read it word from word from Canada Revenue Agency. So you guys don't come for me. Okay? The contribution rules. Okay. So for 2007 and later years, there is no annual limit for contributions to RESP. However, the lifetime limit on the amounts that can be contributed to all RESPs for a beneficiary is $50,000. This is word from word. Okay. Jibber. Where is the point that I was talking about? Payments made, but I just seen it saying 7,200 as well. So I don't want to give you guys false information. And if it's do not go over it, y'all. If it's over, if your contribution overall is over the $50,000, you're gonna get a tax penalty of 1% per month. Don't ask me why. Age limit is 31, up to 31 years of age. And the plan can remain open for the maximum of 35 years. So the annual maximum match, the government matches 20% on the first 2,500. So that's 500. Boom. I did say it right. Lifetime grant limit. The maximum lifetime CESG per child is 7,200. But there is a catch-up rule. If you miss a year, you can catch up by contributing up to 5,000 per year. This allows you to claim a double grant of 1,000 the current year's 500 per previous year's unused. So see, I'm word from word because I don't want you guys misguided, right? So boom, bam, bam. So that 92. And there's an additional one, but that's going based on your income, right? So hold on. So there's new minion cam. Just slow down. I'll post. I will show the ETFs later. Um. Fam, I'm reading it straight from the CRA account. Stop after 49. Then you're not put. Are you talking about? Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh shucks, Why did I read RESP? Sorry, my bad. 49. Okay, I thought it was 65, but thank you. Thank you. Again, Minion Cam's the one that talks about disability, RDSPs all the time. She's the guru. She is a guru. Don't worry, you'll see her soon to talk about this, right? Let's see. Let's go back to paying that tax. Ugh. Yeah, I like I said, I don't like how people are paying interest on their high interest savings. Yes. Do you pay tax with certain stocks that you have? Yes. However, if you go back to one of my episodes where I talked about different types of accounts that you can have, non-registered accounts, so if you have like dividends income or capital gains, that is actually taxed less than the interest. And not a lot of people know that. It's not until I got to found out about my tax Bible and was able to analyze that, and I'm like, whoa, why don't people know this? So either put in your TFSA where you don't have to pay any tax or anything on it, or utilize your non-registered account after you've maxed out on your RSP, tax-free savings, and all that good stuff, right? Let's see. So I've been chatting away. Wow, that one article helped me chat for a good while because I actually wanted to talk about other things, right? But ooh, yeah. It's the sorry, maybe because my doctor has 2 children under the age of 15. You know the mumble. Shush. I was mumbling because it took me to a different page. That's why. Allow me. So also, okay. So now, as I've been talking so much, why people don't start? Most of it's fear. A lot of people fear of the unknown because they see all these things that are happening in the States, right? Um, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to be that person. Or, you know what? Oh my gosh, I forgot to put my poll up. Oh, I forgot to put the poll up. Give me a second. I'm going to take a quick commercial break and then I'm going to try to put the poll up during the commercial break. So bear with me. Oh, there's some new things on here. Let's see. Yeah. You know how long I've been wanting to post that one? The longest time. Ooh, perfect. Because I'm actually going to ask the question that I want to ask. What's actually stopping you from investing? And I want you to be honest. And I am going to do it through YouTube, so you don't have to, you can do it. No one's going to know. It was you that answered. Right? I don't want you guys to be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. But some of the reasons, and I've heard this many times, and depends on what risk you want to do, right? So one of them is you don't have enough money yet. Baby, listen. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. I don't care if you only have $100. I actually don't even care if you only have $50. You can actually start with $50 and work your way up. If you guys remember my mentor, Kurt, big up yourself. Boop, boop, boop. He started with $50, right? Um, and trust me, he to me he is the guru to me, right? So you can start with $50. You can start with 100, 200, whichever. But you just got to do it. You got to do it. Don't be afraid to start because you don't think you have enough money. Yo, if you have enough money to go I'm trying to think of something so I don't call anyone out. I'll call out myself. If you have enough money to buy nonsense items, and trust me, I bought a nonsense item to the point where I was made fun of. You have the ability to start your investments, right? So don't think you don't have enough money. That's first things first. You do have enough money. You just have to be mindful, right? Um your commercial needs spoken words. Yeah, I okay, $25 a month is cool, but at the same time there's certain stocks that you can get for less than $25. And I'm not talking about only penny stocks, because ideally I've had a good run with some penny stocks, but I think it takes time and with doing your research, starting with 25, 50, 50, 100 if you can. Again, your budget, right? You don't know where to start. I showed you guys. I showed you the S&P 500 ETFs. Actually, boom. I'm glad I said that. Mini on Cam has shared ones that she's used, and I've seen these ones as well. BMO High Yield US Corp PD HE. I don't know what ticker that is, but that's just like that's a good one. Or if you want to think about Global X S&P 500 Index Corporate Tax ETFs, it's more global. So the S&P 500 is more so the American stocks. And I know what we love American, or we like American stocks ideally. Listen, there was a time when I was like, no, I'm Canadian. I'm only going to buy Canadian stocks. Why was that a stupid thing that I did it? Yo, I never again. However, she also has one that relates with the Toronto Stock Exchange. So Global X, S&P TSX 60 Index Corporate CLT TEFT, golly, or ETF. I need my guys. I need my water. I need sleep as well. Also iShares, MSCI. Which one's this one? I think I've seen this one. Anything iShares is pretty gold. Anything Vanguard is pretty gold. Anything like BlackRock and those are pretty solid as well. Let me see. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. There's the ticker. Do your research again. What else? Scared to lose money. What is the saying? Scare money, don't make money? Yeah, stop being scared. Stop being scared. Or I know the people that want to hide their money under a mattress. Remember what I said about inflation? You're losing that money each and every time that you put it under the mattress. Fine, fine. I get it. Do you want to have an emergency? Yes, absolutely. Some cash on the side, but always remember to invest some part of your, diversification. Almost struggle on that. It's because I haven't drank enough water. But yeah, please, please, please. Don't be scared to lose money because again, I showed you how the S&P 500 is. Yes, does it drop down sometimes? Yes. But if you look out the long term, ideally, think of it this way. If you're going to be a long-term investor, don't be scared to lose money because it will come back in tenfold, right? If you're going to be a trader where you're doing day trading and all that stuff, yes, there's a high probability that you will lose more money, right? So that's something that I want to teach you guys. Oh, the ones that say, "Oh, I'll do it later," so they're avoiding. Remember, I had a stock. I remember, it technically it was a penny stock, but I did my research and stuff, and fuck, yes, sweet toppy. I got this at $2. I will forever be grateful for Paramount Resources. That AMD used to be my boo. Kiss my ass when I got AMD used to be my boo, but when I got POU, hold on. How come it's looking like this? Let's see if it shows. I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna share my screen again because I want you guys to realize how important it is. Do not stop saying I'll do it later. And the reason why I'm telling you guys, we're not spring chickens, eh? Every day we're getting older. And each time that we miss a year, 2 years, or 3 years, it's more money that we had to start investing in. And sometimes, we can't stretch that money, right? Look at this. Remember how I said I got this at $2, eh? Listen. Listen. This has gone up 147 percent. And did it do a little dip? Yes, because it did like a stock split and stuff. So was it a stock split or a reverse stock split? I can't remember at this very moment in time, but guys, 5 years ago it was at $13. Granted, that time I wasn't focusing on investing more money, but I did see when it would like go up, go down. I'm like, ooh, should I? And then it started getting dividends. Don't wait till later. Especially if you have ones that have dividends, you will thank me later. I'm not telling you to get this one right now. I'm not telling you to get this one. I think it is at an all-time high. Oh, is it? Essentially it's at the highest that it has been in a while. I'm not telling you to get this one. I'm just showing you guys if I didn't get this in 2000, I would be missing out on this great opportunity. Trust me. So stop waiting till later. Okay? I would hate for you guys to avoid investing until like we're 40 odd, 50 odd and stuff and not realizing how important it is to utilize your youth or you being a little bit younger and just starting. Just start, please. $50 or $100. You'll thank me later. Trust me, most of my portfolio, I barely touch. I barely touch it, right? But I even know other folks that like continuously put money in and they're seeing great results. So we have to be disciplined enough to do that, right? So I'm just trying to show you guys to be mm, mm. We do not talk about financial wealth gap. It's so important because like I don't know how to stress it more because like yes, when you realize like you're making this like making more money, like say with the interest stuff, you're making more money. But yo, remember that is money you did not bust your ass to do, right? I don't know about y'all. I don't want to bust my ass till like, and this is no shade to anyone. This is no shade to anyone. I don't want to bust my ass till I am nearly broke and I can't. And when I say broke, like my knees broke, everything broke, my body is aching, and I still have to work and stuff. No, I want my investments to work for me, right? Um I do have a segment with saving versus investing, but I feel like I mentioned that earlier. Why saving versus investing is more ideal. Sorry, I'm just saying, like, think of it this way: your savings is going to be that safety net, where you're able to get easy access to it, right? That easy access, that your protection, your safety net. But when you have your investments, that's really going to be your security, your growth over in time. Like you really will like mini on cam. Like even like when I see my portfolio just increasing and reaching like different milestones, I'm like, shit, I ain't even gotta do anything. I just have to put this money in and it's working for me. The more sweeter thing is when I see the dividends. Oh my gosh, I love seeing my dividend income. Like, oh, hold on, let me take a look. Let me take a look. What was the last time I seen it? To the point I don't even look at it as much anymore, but I already know that it's just like and then I'm also seeing like, ooh, which ones can I add to so I can see a difference. So hold on. Which is crazy because I swear I see this recently. Sorry, wild. Mm, what is the oh, you know what? Let me put dividends. It's probably going to be the longer way, but here we are. Man, Cam, I think I see you messaging from the corner of my eye, but give me 2 seconds. I just want to find the. Oh my gosh! I swear I saw it recently. Darn it! Ooh, ooh, is it this? Ah, it's so funny because I would usually there it. It's because I spelled it wrong. Darn it. Okay, this is not this one. Hold on. May 8th, I got like $1. Merp. But it's $1. I didn't have to do anything. So hold on. The other day was a little bit better. Okay, so summary. Okay, that was that one. What if I go this way? Okay. Oh, okay. I got some shit to do. The other day I got $7 from a couple different stocks. I got $1. This is like almost every day or every so often. $1.55. Ooh, wait, is that one every month? I love those monthly ones too. Um, so ideally, I want you guys to think yes, hearing $1 like okay, Cam, what good is that? Imagine when you continuously do dollar cost average and you apply to those dividends, you will see a difference in time. I know someone that used to pay for their Metro Pass or Petro card based on their dividends. That's sick. Listen, I've seen dividends high up. Yo. Can't wait for that day. Right? So let's again, saving, it's okay to save, but it's also more beneficial to invest. So you could do both. Just do both. Please. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. I don't want to see you guys stranded in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. When we're old and gray and you're like, Kamille, how can you handle this? Because I say that I invested. Boom, bam, bam. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'll try to keep this one. Try to be as fast as possible. Sometimes I say some things. So silly, so silly. Okay, keeping it simple. I'll make it very simple. Here are the list of financial institutions in Canada to invest. Okay, I'm gonna make this as simple as possible for you. Boom. I'm gonna not save this. I'm gonna screen. Sorry, Americanos. But you guys have yours. Actually, I'm kind of jealous of you guys. You guys have some solid ones, right? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the top 10 banks. First things first. If you have a checkings account, you mostly have a savings account, and there's also a point where it says either do it yourself, DIY, investing in certain categories. You could do that, right? And you want to either EQ. I gotta do a episode about different banks. I don't know about EQ Bank having like an investment account, right? Tangerine, they do somewhat, but it's mutual funds. So EQ Bank might be like mutual funds ETFs type of way. That's okay. That's okay. We're starting small. There's a starting point with everything, right? We gotta start small, right? Oh, I wonder if it's saying it correctly. Let's see. Sheesh. Best. No. See if it does it. Nah, but I'm going based on these. Well, simple. I shouldn't skip Manulife. Manulife, I'm not sure. I feel like they have mutual funds as well in their TFSA, RSPs, or RIFs. Well, simple, I know them of, because everyone in their mama was going to Well Simple, and I feel like it was the folks that were beginners that was going to Well Simple. Cool. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm skipping it. National Bank. Yes, I believe so. You have to go in the investment section. Bridgewater Bank. Don't know them. Oaken Financials, perhaps they do. People's Bank of Canada. I doubt they have. This thing really snaked me, eh? Voila. Because I didn't want to use. Oh, it goes by tab. Ah! Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. So the big six. Big six as TD, we all know. TD, Royal Bank, yes. Bank of Montreal, yes. Scotia Bank, yes. CIBC, yes. Sorry, see it there. National Bank, yes. Also, if you look at Questrade, Wealthsimple, Interactive Brokers, those are the type of places you want to. Ah, 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 ah. For beginners, do not go to Interactive Brokers just yet. For beginners, do not go to Interactive Brokers yet, okay? I need you to work your way up. There's a system, right? Again, I want you guys to start small. It's either ETFs, Bona GIC, ETFs. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say it like that because, whatever you're comfortable with, cool, but I really cheeses me when you get that GIC. And remember, I've done an episode about GICs as well. So if you want to see when you should use a GIC, I have that. But I'm talking about the folks that want to invest long term. Remember, this is about doing this long term. We're here for a long time, not a good time. We're here long. Okay? So be consistent, dollar cost average, and be patient. I had to learn to be patient. I had to remind friends to be patient. You know, it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster sometimes, right? But keep it simple. If there's, I would say, if there's certain stocks that look to see where they are in an ETF and look to see if you're able to manage that, if you can afford those ETFs. I see ETFs that are $100, $50, $25, all of a sort, right? Actually, I know one that's I remember when my mom was learning when she was learning about stocks, and I was so proud of her because she was doing her research. I'm not pick me that I'm like, no, you got to learn this because if I'm not around, I can't help you at times, right? So she got this one. Golly. And this is an ETF. This is monthly. Um and this is like all the financial banks, right? So then, boom, if you look 6 months ago, fuck. Sorry, excuse my French. Yo, went up 12% 6 months ago, right? So then, you see how it's going. Year to date, it's like 7%. A year ago, 27%, because I seen when it was at $7. 5 years ago, 36%. So mind you, oh, and if you guys got it like here again, oh, at 594 G's, you would have been blessed, right? So like, yeah, if you're scared to do stocks, I totally understand. I'm not gonna tell you to. I'm not gonna tell you to get Air Canada. I know, Kurt. I know what you're gonna say. You never told me to get. You didn't. You didn't. But my thought process was, I thought it was a great idea. I honestly thought it was a great idea. Hey, this is the reason why I thought it was a great idea, guys. I'm gonna show you. Ooh. If you got it 5 years ago, you played yourself. But I did not get 5 years ago. I got it when it dipped. I think I got it like March or April 2020. And I was like, oh, well, it's bound to go back up. It was a bad idea. I didn't do my full due diligence. The plan was ideal at one point. At one point, it was good, right? If I got it here and I waited till it went here and then cash out, cool. But remember, I was thinking long term and I was thinking it will get back here. It was foolish. I should have done my research more. I should have listened to my mentor. Yep, I agree. I agree. Right? So yeah, we want to start simple. We don't want to be looking at all these and all that good stuff. Like what? We have AMD. Golly. Trying to get AMD. My gosh, my baby. I might have to say this is my new my boo again, eh? 300 300% in a year's time, guys. 5 years, 500. If you know, you know. I got it when it was a sweet price, right? And this is because I did my due diligence. And till this day, I now get things that only have AMD. Semi, because I did get Snapdragon for my new laptop, but I normally look for AMD. I swear, I kid you not. Right? So these are the type of things, right? And think about it this way. What are things that you have in your yard, in your house, that you purchase all the time? Think about those companies and search it. I gave you some things. Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, TradingView. These are some great places, and I'll show you what TradingView looks like. I really like TradingView as well. Oh, Maggie, there's comments. Sorry. Yeah, they do, but it's not the same like what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about like Quest Trade and stuff. So I'm not even gonna add them to the roster and things. Right? Okay, so like look at this. TradingView. I really like TradingView. I feel like this is more for the more you're not a beginner, you're learning something, you're learning how to chart and all this great stuff. Oh, well, what do you know, Apple? Okay, Apple's doing something. Look at that. I didn't know Apple's back in the game. Okay, see, Apple's back in the game. Um, and essentially, I like to look at this stuff as well to see what I should choose. So when I say do my due diligence, I do homework. These are the type of things I look at. I look to see what dividends it has, what percentage. I'm looking at how often it's getting dividends. It's not really going to say it there, but it will tell you in a different spot. It tells me the performance the last week, month, 3 months, 6 months, year. Year to date, 1 year. Tells me if it's a strong buy, and then I keep that into consideration. It says a buy, and here's a target that it's gonna go to. So I put all these in factors when I'm looking at it, right? And you can too. You can too. Like I really like TradingView. I messed up my frigging chart thingy. Um Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys. Let's see. These are my watch lists. These are things I wanted to get, but I had to remind myself that I wanted to be an investor and not just a trader, right? And I like a dibble dabble sometimes. Okay, let me go with POU because that's one I really like. So then, boom, I'd see the chart. Oh, my good days was when I was able to. Oh, I think it is back. Oh, it's sunny back. My good days were when I was able to, and big up tech, because tech is when it comes to like foreign exchange or crypto, he is his that's his bag. He likes to like chart it, do all the hold on, I'm just gonna he does like the charting or he has to bring it down here and then all that stuff. Oop. I don't do that normally, or I don't show it online and stuff, or he'll like shucks. and I'm sorry, this is not for the beginners, right? And then you'll be able to see whether it's a high, high, a low, low, and also I didn't do it completely properly, but it's just like certain like the pros. Oh, I see it there. That's why I messed up my thing a long time ago. So it would determine whether I should buy or I wouldn't say sell or it's at a point where it might dip. So you want to buy more, right? So at this point, I would have bought more. And this is around May 21st. Right? And then you see it go up and stuff. These are the type of things that when you get more interested in investing, then you can come up to this part, right? Um, let's see. I think that's all. I'm getting tired. I actually didn't sleep. Big up Netflix. New show. Nemesis. I killed that last night, y'all. I killed it. I killed it. I killed it. Ooh. Okay. I have one more thing. So I mentioned it somewhat, but here are three things. Here are three practical moves Canadianas can do to see. First things first. It's for men and women because it was trying to say women only. And we talked about this. First things first, check your current rate in your savings. I think this is really important. This way you'll know how your savings is doing and seeing if you should actually graduate into putting some into an investment so you can get more than that. Because if you're getting less than 2%, if you're getting less than 3%, you're gonna get the inflation is going to kick your ass. And I don't want you guys ass to kick, right? Second thing, start small and automate. Automate. I don't like I said, $50. $50 a paycheck, $50 a month, or $100 a month. And just keep doing it. Keep doing it. I promise you, when you practice it, if you get the habit of just doing that, you will see a difference, right? Pay yourself first. Take care of yourself first because ain't no one coming to save you except me. Ideally, no one's gonna come to save you, right? Compare accounts. Sorry. And then this one. Bumper clot. And I'm really passionate about this because I swear, yo, I'm going into a milestone age. Eh? No, it's not 20. No, it's not 25. Sorry. In 30 years time or 20, ideally I don't want to retire in 30 years. If I think about it, I shouldn't. But I can't wait to reach my number where I can just be like, I'm Gucci, right? And I would hate to see that my friends and family are in a position where they didn't take this advice when you could have just put as low as $50 a month to into your savings, into your investments, and just start. And you'll see it grow. I promise you. You'll see it grow. Yes, you're gonna have trials and tribulations. You're gonna have like our red days or red months, red years. Yo, but when you get into the green and when you're able to use that money for a better quality of life, then we could say like yes. Right? Also, women tend to live longer, so we need to make sure we have investments growing old with us. Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't make sense to see your money swindle away and you haven't even reached the age where keel over. I just can't vouch for it, right? It really stresses me out when it's not that I'm stressing out because I'm being a jackass, is because I love and care for every friend of mine. Some more than others. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. But I honestly want to make sure we are good. Yo, I'll climb up the mountain and try to pull you guys along. But don't drag me down. Don't drag me down when I'm trying. And that means start small and automate. Please. 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 Golly. The other one is compare accounts, whichever. Obviously promote whichever works for you. Do that. What else? I just want to see my friends do well. I just want to make sure that, when push comes to shove, when we have our savings and we have our investments, we can say, yo, Cap, come fly out here. Because I know there's many that want to do that. Yes. I see you. I see you. Yeah, I'll be down for that. Just give me a little bit more and stuff. So we can have secured life. Savings is supposed to protect us. Our investments are supposed to help us grow and all that good stuff. Exact. Yeah. Green and black and red investing is for us. Green and black and red investing is for us. You see it. I'm dropping dead weight. I love you, but y'all gotta keep up. Ooh wee. Listen, man. I am going to be that person that still spends reasonable amounts when it comes to traveling. I wonder if I should talk about traveling soon. That's a different story. Guys, make sure you do the poll, please, and thank you. I just want to know what point or part of your life you are in, whether you're avoiding, whether you're avoiding. I said it twice. Delaying, avoiding, not sure how things are. Just make it happen. You see that $50 you have in your bank account, but you're about to get paid? Don't worry, I'm not telling you to take your last. It is there. Oh, you're probably not on the right, because there's two freaking there are two. That's so interesting. There are two things. There's vertical and landscape. I like the vertical because it gives you more people, but you guys see my face weird, but you see me close up, I look nice and pretty. You see it. But yeah, I'm getting tired now. So at the end of the day, please, 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 do you remember me? Perhaps? Am I supposed to remember you? You know what? I'm not going to answer this. Just in case I'm trying to be pranked or stuff, right? But at the end of the day, I beg, start now. Start small. Automate. Dollar cost average. It's okay to do dollar cost average. A lot of the stocks or ETFs are at the all-time high. They're going to drop back. I'm not telling you to time the market. I'm just letting you know that you probably want to just get it. And if it dips, buy more. Dollar cost average. Oh, yes. I do remember you. I do remember you. You were here last week and you were like MVP. So thank you. I do remember you. You scared me. Also, I think I really want you guys to be honest with yourself and just say, okay, if I delay it any more or any longer, sorry, will I regret this decision 5 years from now? Will I regret this decision 5 years from now? And who's actually stopping me from actually doing this? Because Cam is pushing me to do this. She's saying, guys, do this right now. So why not talk to people that are in the good space to be able to do that with you? And also, you can contact me at info at FitnanceIQ.com. If you want to have a discussion how to be able to budget, how we're able to invest and save and all that good stuff, I'm here. I do tough love. Some people say I'm tough love. I give tough love. Some people say I'm a gentle parent. It depends. It depends on the person, ideally. So again, please, please, please contact me. Make sure you like, comment. Oh my gosh. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're ready to invest, it'll just come true. We can have a conversation. We can have a healthy conversation of your goals and all that great stuff. And not saying that I'm going to do the stocks for you. I'm just giving you suggestions on what you should consider with you based on your goals and all that good stuff, right? Oh, thank you, Sugar Plum. I didn't see you mention anything. I asked you for one stock. You could have done that. And don't worry. I know there's other people that are watching. I'm not going to call them out. I'm not going to call you out. But hey, actually, sorry, I scared you. You didn't scare me. You didn't scare me. Actually, wait. Before I leave, I want to really just tell me one stock or one company that you know that you would consider. And I'll like quickly show it and see why it is beneficial to get it. I'll show it through TradingView. Give you a minute. And if you Shayna, if you don't comment, you know I'm about to call you to cuss your ass. Oh. This is all jokes, folks. These are people I know and love. So if I am being aggressive on the podcast, it's because they know they can handle it because they something else. And two, they know I want the best for them. Hands down. So like, oh my gosh. I'm just telling you guys. Oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. I could hear you yelling because she knows. But fine. I mean, see? Look at that. Just for you. I almost. Darn it. Shannon, what is your nickname for me? Actually, no. I can't. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so let's see. MU. Oh, that's so funny you said that one. Okay, so Micron Technology, right? Golly. So, okay. Let me pull up this a little bit more. So it's close to its day. Oh no, that's a day. Okay, so it's around its all-time high. And sometimes, and big up like EYL and Earn Your Leisure, tomato, Ian. Sometimes you want to see what the all-time high is and see what position it is. So like if it's down, so boom, look, this is 751 and 818 is like the highest. It's dropped down 9%. This is ideal. This would be ideal to get because of the potential, right? So then that's one thing to look at. Divide the current price by the all-time high, and see if it's had a good looking pullback to actually buy at that time. Also, let's see, earnings is coming up in 39 days. Meh. Their dividends is 2.34%. Okay, so every dividend is 15 cents per share, right? And do I like that? Not really. But, however, like a week, it's gone up 2.52 in a 62% in a month, 80% in 3 months. 6 months ago is sweet up, right? If you're looking at year to date, or then even a year ago. I have to look at it like this. I have to look at it G I have to look at it through Google. So I switched that a year ago. Backside, look, $98. Sheet. So essentially, obviously, it's looking good, looking great. So right now, I think I put it back here. So it's a buy. So technical indicators, it's a buy. The analyst rating, strong buy. However, see how this is very important? The 1-year price target is 657. Could this happen? Maybe. There's a possibility it will drop 12% more. If it does, get on it. I almost sang a song again. Get on that, right? So you want to be mindful about that. What else? I don't usually see that. But these are really important things to look at. Thank you, Shayna, for introducing that. Tell us. I found the poll. It does not have a. Listen, I can only do 4 options. Tell us. You did mention that before. That tell us is oh shucks. Okay. Darn it. Hold on. 2 seconds. I'm just going to do that one as well. I can't find the screen. There you are. Boom. This is, I'm doing this for the next minute and a half. So then there's Telus. Boom. So TSX. So boom. Look. See, remember what I said? $50? If you just start with $50, yo, you can get at least, and this is also with Coes Trade, you can get at least 2.8 shares with $50 with this. Is it a lot? You be the judge. Boop, boop, boop. So $17. So it's kind of at its low end of the all-time high. So it's questionable whether you want to do this, right? Whoa, watch the dividend payout. So it's paying out its ass with dividends, right? So it's like ideally it's 9.67. So each share is 0.418. That's not bad. Is it monthly? Let's see if it's monthly. Oh shucks, I realize my Americanos, you guys have your holiday this week. I thought you guys had holiday the same time as us, but y'all don't. So happy Victoria Day for y'all. You guys get the real May 2 for, technically speaking. I don't know how many. I guess it's monthly or quarterly. See? So this is questionable for me. It is questionable for me with these type of things because sometimes we have to realize that the dividends actually brings down the price. So you see how the price dividends payout is like crazy. This is like, you have to be mindful about that, right? It's still saying it's a buy. Okay. So it's still saying it's a buy, and then technically it's going to be going up to 1970. So, you get to that $17 and then it goes up to 19, you've increased by 14%. That is a win-win. A win is a win. But yes, I digress. Sorry. I had to open up the next window for the poll. Yay! I mean, it is what it is. I hit the 100K investments. I'm supposed to keep investing. I think that's like a goldfish. And goldfish is something I found boring. Something I found boring. Interesting. I went over the time because I actually couldn't see it. So, like I said, like, comment, share this with someone, subscribe. Message me if you want. No, I was supposed to like steal someone's line. I don't like to steal lines, just wines. But please, I beg for my friends and family. All I want to see is you guys be financially fit. That's my saying. I like to see you guys be financially fit, so start investing. Start investing or be square. But until next time, folks. Dang, I didn't know it's five Saturdays this month, but obviously I missed Mother's Day, so it's technically 4 that I'm doing. So stay tuned for next week and all that good stuff. And again, to my American friends, happy long weekend. To my Canadians, I know we don't have a long weekend this week, but and the rain sucks. So be safe, have fun, and be good, y'all. Peace out.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free.